I have never really handled a Kaiser branded knife. They are one of those Chinese knife brands that just has such an overwhelmingly massive product catalog that it can be very difficult to cut through the, how do we put it lightly, the noise, to find something that really speaks to you. The only real Kaiser I've seen that really did it for me was the Theta, which was an Eishen design. You know how I feel about Eishen. Still haven't pulled the trigger on that yet, because, well, I always seem to find something else that I like more. I think that's the real issue. I'm sure Kaisers are excellent, but their designs have never grabbed me by the throat and yelled, "Buy me!" But Kaiser, being as big as they are, have or had a sub-brand, Tangram, and I did buy Tangrams, 3 of them, and I loved them. And today, I'm going to walk you through my favorite of the bunch. And this is it. The Tangram Vector. This adorable little EDC folder was picked up on Amazon, which I believe is or was the only place to buy Tangrams, and I paid all of $33 for it. And what you get for $33, it might surprise you. The scales are machined aluminum, meaning this knife is really lightweight, and the scales are set on top of skeletonized steel liners. This particular variant is of course anodized bright freaking blue, and the scales are very smooth to the touch. We've got tons of decorative machine work all over the handles. None of it seems to really do anything as far as aiding the ergos or grippiness or anything like that, but they help to add a little extra something in the looks department. The pocket clip is this brightly polished piece of stainless that isn't exactly deep carry, but paired with the smooth aluminum scales, ease of carry is just fine. Really easy in and out of the pocket, and this being so small, it takes up an insignificant amount of pocket real estate. And at the business end, we've got this clean and simple looking satin finished drop point blade with a pair of thumb studs, and that blade is done up in 440 Akudo, which is, let me make this clear, miles above 440C, but we'll get to that. And open up the profile of this knife is very, I don't know, knife-esque. I mean, it just looks like a knife. No flash or flare outside of the machining, and just a nice little pocket knife overall. Not my favorite looking knife by any means, but definitely not a bad looking piece. The ergos here, they're okay. Nothing exceptional, but comfortable enough for the basic EDC tasks that this knife was made for. The handle is a little too short, even for my little baby boy hands, so my pinky tends to get knocked off quite often, but the natural contouring of the handles makes it pretty easy to hold on to. The smooth aluminum and lack of any kind of jimping, however, will make this a bit risky for any task beyond opening the mail or, you know, busting open a package, so just be sure not to push your luck. And there is no finger choil or choke-up area, but it's small enough that you still feel a decent amount of blade control, you know, over that little baby boy blade. The ergos are fine, but, you know, they could definitely be better. The action, however, is exceptional. That little 440 Akudo blade is running on some seriously smooth phosphor bronze washers, and thumb flicks and spidey flicks are easy to pull off, and they are nice and snappy, which is a pleasant surprise considering this is a button lock. Yep, that's right, a $33 button lock. And it's a damn good button lock. There's actually a detent, unlike that new wonky Civivi Elementum button lock that doesn't have anything to open it with. The button lock on this is done so well. Like I said, nice and snappy action with the thumb studs, and even though that blade is only, I don't know, sub 3 inches, it is nice and drop shutty when you press that button. It's so fun to play with, and an excellent fidget knife for anyone looking to check out a manual button lock without breaking the bank. This knife seriously still surprises me with the action every time I carry it. A+. And as for that little blade, the steel, as I said, is Japanese 440 Akudo steel. And for those of you going, ew, what the f***, dude, what are you showing us this trash for? Just hear me out. This blade steel is no joke. This is not 440C. This is not bottom of the barrel baby diarrhea. This thing was stupid sharp when it arrived, and I've never really had to sharpen it. It straps up so well. And after nearly a year in the collection, I may have taken it to the ceramic crock sticks like once, just to bring back that bitiness on the edge, but I have not once been disappointed by this steel or this blade. Great cutting geometry, super slicey, and I mean seriously slicey. We've got a nice tall flat grind that comes up to meet the swedge, and a usable sharpening choil, thank you, which is a nice touch at this price range. And just the smallest hint of a recurve, which I'm fine with. I love cutting stuff with this knife. It's better than the price would suggest, and a lot better than anyone assuming 440, you know, they see 440 and they go into panic mode. No, it's great. Trust me. So all of that being said, where do I stand on the Tangram Vector? Well, at $30 to $35, this price range, this is just about the best budget fidget toy you can find. That is, if they're still available. I only say that because I've heard rumblings that Kaiser is killing off, or have killed off the brand, the Tangram brand, which is a shame. But at last check, these are still on Amazon, and I'll be sure to link them in the description so you can go check them out. They are 100% worth the money. And again, don't let the name of the blade steel scare you. It's some seriously good stuff. I mean, come on, 35 bucks, thumb stud, manual, button lock, with machined aluminum scales and a super slicey blade. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. So, until next time, thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.